okay?
He was here. He had his hands around my mouth with those rubber gloves.
You're all right.
He was going to kill me.
No, nobody's going to hurt you.
These notes.
You didn't survive the Malaysian jungle to let something happen to you now. You're going to be all right. Nothing is going to happen. Not as long as I'm around.
I hate being scared. I don't even know why.
You're going to be okay.
Am I? So I'm hiding out here in this beach house? Like some kind of fugitive? I can't even have my own things. I mean, look at me. Do I look like the kind of lady that would sleep in this thing?
Not exactly.
And look at this. Hey, this is nice. I mean, these feet were made for pink satin slippers. Now, Michael, socks.
No, it's terrible. Outrageous.
You think I'm acting like a baby, don't you?
It's understandable.
Mitch, what are you doing here anyway?
Well, right now I'm trying to keep you up.
You have to go to work.
No, I don't.
Mitch, you just got the job. You can't take time off.
Look, what do you think? Mac's going to fire me because I'm here trying to take care of you?
You can't take that chance. Now, come on,
Look,
please.
I don't have to worry about work. Don't have to worry about anything. You just relax and try to get some rest.
I probably look like a wreck.
You look fine.
Did Wallingford send over my makeup case by any chance?
Is that what that is?
Then he sent it.
It's in your bedroom.
Okay.
I mean, I thought it was 2 weeks change of clothes, but what you're telling me is full of makeup?
How else do you think I get this natural look, huh?
I don't know, but I have a feeling I'm going to learn over the next few days. Come on, where are you going?
Mitch, I am not sick. Tony Carlisle may have tried to kill me, but I am not hurt in any way. I just can't sit around here all the time.
You can.
How dare you? What do you think you're doing?
Look, you've almost been killed. Now, will you quit trying to take care of everybody else and let somebody take care of you?
Oh, you?
Who else is here?
You must be getting pretty tired of all of this.
I'm tired of a lot of lip.
You know, the last time we were together like this, I was delirious. Well, now I'm not.
And I don't know which one was more fun.
I'm not used to having anybody take care of me.
Well, get used to it. Whether you can admit it or not, right now you need me.
Hello. Oh, those flowers, they're lovely.
Yes. One of the reporters in the lobby wondered if I was the one who'd won the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, there are reporters in the lobby.
Oh, yes. Talking about Felicia.
Oh, isn't everybody?
These flowers are for her.
Oh, well, she loves lilacs.
Yes. I don't know that it's an appropriate gesture, but I wanted her to know that I was thinking of her.
I'm sorry, Doc, but she's not seen anybody.
Well, I'm sure she'll make an exception for me.
No, she's not seen anybody.
Right. When she left my house, she said she just wanted to sleep for days.
Well, I wonder if that's the best thing for her. I think it's important she knows that people care.
Oh, well, now, she knows that.
Well, I'll tell you, why don't you deliver these to her? Tell her I'll wait right here until she can talk.
Yeah,
I'm sure she wants to see me.
Whatever you say, Doc. So much for the posies. Now, if it were just that easy to get rid of you, Doc.
You, brew a mean cup of tea.
I learned how to pull myself through a lot of hangovers.
The joys of being alone. Mitch. Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Maybe I should call Donna, you think?
Why?
Well, just to see if she's all right.
She's all right. You were the one that was attacked.
Well, she's going through a lot of hard things right now. I don't know how she's going to stay in that house with her, so I don't plan to go back there real soon myself.
It's understandable.
You know, when I felt his hand go across my mouth, I got so angry. I thought, oh, no, Tony Carlyle, you don't have a right to know when I die. I suddenly realized how much that I wanted to live. I haven't thought of that recently.
There's living. There's existing. There's a big difference.
When do you think you figured that one out?
One thing about jail, I had a lot of time to think. So I realized that you can either go through life letting people make decisions for you, or you can take those decisions in your own hands.
You know, when I was 7 years old, I thought I figured all that out.
Advanced child, weren't you?
Yeah. You know, I remember being a kid so clearly. Fanny Grady. I would sit outside on the curb outside my house, and I would just wait for something, anything to happen.
Somehow I can't imagine you being a kid.
I was. I looked a lot different. But I really wanted the same thing.
Like what?
Oh, I wanted life to be exciting and fun. My mom and I went to the movies every Saturday, and sometimes we'd sit through them twice. And I would look at those women up on the screen. They were so glamorous. And I thought, boy, that's exactly what I want.
Let's see. Now you're one of those glamorous women.
You're right, especially today.
So tell me more about the child sitting on the curb.
She's still inside me, thank you.
Maybe that's what makes you different.
Is that a compliment?
Sure. Why wouldn't it be?
Listen, I don't know why I'm going on about my humble beginnings. I'm sure that you're just bored to death.
No, I'm not bored.
Listen, did you say where you put my makeup case?
Getting uncomfortable?
No, I'm fine, really.
Well, then just relax and let me hear more about Fanny Grady.
Oh, come on, you're not really interested in that.
Would I be sitting here asking you to tell me about Fanny Grady if I weren't interested?
There are a lot of things about her you don't know.
Such as?
Do you really want to know about this?
Sure. Maybe if I understand you, then you won't drive me so nuts all the time.
I drive you nuts? Do I?
Start talking.
Did you get a look at whoever it was who attacked Felicia?
No, he was already gone. But the police know who it was. It was that Carlyle boy.
Felicia loved the flowers.
Oh, good. May I see her now?
She said she'd call you in a few days.
She doesn't want to see me?
Dr. Glaser, please don't take it personally. I mean, she really just doesn't want to see anyone.
Even you?
Right, even me.
Well, I think maybe I'll hang around for a while. I'm sure she'll want to see me after a while.
Well, perhaps. But in that case, do you think you could have a few moments for me?
Yes, of course.
Oh, good. What about right over here?
Looks good.
Right.
Donna, get rid of him,
I
please.
will. Thank you.
You don't have to be so solicitous, you know.
Don't get used to it, because it won't last long.
And you want to play gin rummy or something?
I told you what I wanted to do. I wanted to hear about Fanny Grady. Yeah. Unless you don't want to.
You know, I'm not ashamed of talking about Fanny Grady. Probably people think I would be because it's a funny name.
Well, anyone with the name of Mitchell doesn't have a lot of room to talk.
Mitchell?
No, don't
really?
start it.
Well, I just never thought of you as a Mitchell. Mitch.
We were talking about you.
Okay. Fanny Grady. Well, she never fit in.
She never fit in. That
Right.
sounds like one of the opening sentences to one of your books.
No, believe me, my books never take place in Ohio, and you see, that's where Fanny was born. Ohio, yes. Born in a nice little town. Somehow, she never really got the hang of a nice little town. You know, they used to call her an underachiever because she would sit and she would stare out the window and daydream about places like New York, London, Paris, some big glamorous city, because she knew she could fit in there.
You probably had a lot of boyfriends.
No. Fanny didn't do too well in that department.
Come on.
No, I mean it. The local boys, I guess they wanted to stay local. They wanted to have their kids in Ohio and take over their dad's business and farm, or... They didn't have much use for a girl who wanted to be Rosalind Russell.
Is that what you said?
Yes. Did you ever see the movie His Girl Friday?
No.
Never? You're kidding. I saw it 3 times. I'm sure that's why Mom always understood why I just had to go out on my own. I had to be independent. I had to be Rosalind Russell. Of course, it didn't hurt any that Cary Grant thought she was just absolutely adorable.
So what did you do?
Well, I went to Europe. Took every penny I had, but I made it.
Is it where you started writing?
No, it's where I fell in love for the first time.
With a guy who didn't mind being with a girl who wanted to be Rosalind Russell.
Right. He was older than I was. And I realized when I was with him that it was okay to be Fanny Grady, because Fanny could be so many different things, you know?
So what happened?
He left me.
Bond?
No, not really. It wasn't his fault. In fact, we resolved the whole thing a couple of years ago. We're now friends. But when I was with him, I found out that I could write and make a living at it. In fact, he's the one that came up with the name Felicia Gallant.
You like that?
Felicia Gallant? Are you kidding? I love it. I like having an outrageous name. It's like all those people I write about. It's like the jacket to all my books.
So does it give you a chance to hide behind an image?
No, I'm not hiding. I'm laughing. Don't you see? Fanny Grady's having the time of her life.
You ever wish you were back in Ohio? Married? 2 or 3 kids?
No, not too often.
Did I say something wrong?
It's just that's the part of my life that I always missed. Intimacy. Being close to somebody. Really close. That's when Zane came along.
Tell me about it.
With Zane, I could wear diamonds from head to toe. Or I could wear one of his old fishing jackets. Didn't matter. He loved me either way. I miss having him around.
Both Grady and Felicia Gallant loved him.
He was good to both of us.
I'm sure there are a lot of men who would like the same opportunity. Well, if you don't believe that, all you have to do is look around.
Now the next part of Another World.
We're saying I had the best, and I can't settle for anything less than that.
I don't blame you. I hope you find it.
Me too. So what about you? What's your story?
Not a lot to tell.
Mitchell.
No.
Can I be very blunt?
Yeah. Have you ever been anything else?
Was Rachel the big love of your life?
In the top 2 or 3.
Well, you know, it's not like you've exactly been pursuing the ladies since that ended.
Maybe you just haven't noticed.
Rachel is a hard act to follow.
I was in love with her. She was in love with Mac, very much so. And it was a lost cause.
It hurts.
It doesn't feel good.
The two of you hurt each other a lot.
I'm glad it's over. For Matthew's sake.
And yours? So if you were going to get involved with another woman, would it have to be somebody like Rachel?
If I were looking. But I'm not.
Of course.
I would want to... would want someone who was at peace with themselves. Someone who was comfortable just being whoever they were.
So the two of you could build something together?
No, so she could think about me and do all sorts of things for me all the time.
Well, it's a nice, healthy ego.
This time, things are going to be different. No more lost causes.
You deserve that.
Stay here. I'm going to find out.
Said you didn't see anybody.
Doesn't mean you can't see inside.
But who do you see?
Nobody. There's nobody out there.
But you just said that you...
I just want to be cautious. Humor me.
Okay. What did they say on the news? Did you hear anything? I mean, did they catch Tony
The
yet?
only thing that I've read is the letter that he wrote to the paper.
Probably wrote that just before he tried to kill me.
I don't think he did it.
What?
I don't think that he's the stalker.
You never said that before.
I didn't want to upset you.
I hope it isn't Tony.
I don't think it is. After a while in jail, you start getting a feeling about the way people act, if they're guilty or not.
But all the evidence against him, Hedge.
It doesn't make any difference. I think the cops have the wrong man.
But the cops don't have any man right now.
Well, that's why we want to be careful, stay away from the windows, keep the doors locked.
Listen, why did you think it would upset me if you didn't think that Tony was the stalker?
I don't know. Maybe, I thought it would be easier if there were a name and a face to go for.
Instead of thinking that it was just anybody out there?
Does that upset you?
No, I'm all right. I just feel a lot better if they'd catch Tony.
Get away from the window.
Okay, I was just taking a
Don't
peek.
do that.
Well, I'm tired of sitting around
I thought
here.
you were having a good time.
I'm having a swell time. I love telling you about me. I loved hearing about you. I just wish we weren't doing it while a crazed killer was out looking for me.
It's been exciting. Seems the way things have been going for us.
Singapore and Mexico and jungle fever and now this.
It's not dull.
Hey, do you remember the first time we danced together?
Tops.
Yeah, I'd been working all day and I was feeling really blue.
Looking great.
I looked awful, just like I do now.
You look great now.
You know, you have to stop that. You have to stop undermining my self-concept to talk like that.
How are we going to get to a deep and meaningful relationship if we're always making jokes?
Well, my mother told me never to use the word relationship.
Is that from your mom's joke book?